Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hopefully this iPad charged up for me enough to at least get through an episode. I've been gone, man. I've been living the life for the 30-year-olds. Hey, we in here though. Cre8trClub podcast, man. Make sure I got my mic right, cause last time I had done did a whole episode. I ain't even wearing the chain today either, but yeah, we in here. Cre8trClub podcast studio, Cre8trClub laboratory, like it's Dexter. You know what I'm saying? We back in the lab. We back cooking up. We dropping more content. We doing all that. I'm on that. So let me see, man. I got a whole little setup going on today. Kind of warm in here too. I got to come up out this jacket in a minute, but I got to let the jacket hit some of this screen time. This one of them OG ones. Now this ain't even new. That's crazy. It's like 3-4 drops old, but I'm just now getting to rock it myself. But yeah, man. Creative Nation. We've been going crazy. We've been dropping hella heat. Going crazy. We got pieces in here. Everything red and black. I don't know what that's about. Like, everything red today. I'm red and blacked out, man. I'm on some real Atlanta. Got the Jamal Anderson piece, though. But we going crazy, though, man. Back in here, man. The boy done turned 30. Wow. That's all I can really say right now. Is wow, bro. From 94 to 2024, we in here. Been grinding it out, riding it out. Going crazy, non-stop. Ain't let up yet. I done pulled the PSP out. Everything, it's like what? Alright, so red gotta be like red. My favorite color by default. It used to then be red, but bro, if you notice, everything is is red and black. Way crazy. By mistake, I don't pull the PSP out, man. Been reliving my childhood in the 30s now. First year of the Dirty 30 Club, man. Got the Dirty Birds, Jamal Anderson jersey out, and yeah, that's just what it is. We in here, Cre8trClub. Staying consistent all year. 2024 been a good year so far. Hella good news been announced in the family. A lot been going on. You know, it's ups and downs throughout life. That ain't gonna stop. That's always what's going on, of course. But all in all, it ain't just all bad. Like, it's more good than bad, I'd say, as long as we wake up in the morning. So it's been a good little ride, man. Birthday done passed. It's been a good year so far. Done had a great birthday. I ain't want to do too much. I'm really just working on myself and working on what's going, what's next for all these brands and what's next for everything that's kind of just I got going up my sleeves. So yeah, man, I got some tricks up my sleeves, and we're gonna keep pushing, and we're gonna see where this thing take me at the age of 30. You know what I mean? 94 to 2024, 30 years later, 30th anniversary. We got pieces in here. I just been reflecting on life. That's what this podcast episode really about. Me just really been reflecting on life, and I supposed to Ben came in here and jumped in the lab and put some content out and put a podcast together. So I'm like, you know what better time than just freestyle it? Y'all know I'm a 3-4 in the morning type dude, so it's 3-4 in the morning right now, man. I be up late night, nigga. Gotta go in. Can't wait till the daytime all the time. You gotta just go crazy. So it's like what? Let me see. Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. Shit, it's 5 in the morning, but we in here. 5 in the morning, that's when I get my crazy work done. I usually be waking up at like 5:30, but yeah, we in here early. I woke up at like some midnight. Shit, done took a nap on the 30-year-old man. Shit, I done took a nap. Woke up midnight, eat snacks, back active. Now I'm like, you know what? Let me jump in and go and do this podcast. Quit playing. Get back rolling. The birthday is over with. At this point, February about to come to an end. So back in that mode, man. I'm back attacking. Back in attack mode. Non-stop grind. Content on content. It ain't stopped. The content ain't stopped because it's just a way of life. But yeah, I'm like, man, I need to get in here and do my reflections episode. Just reflecting on life. All the shit I done kind of seen and thought about and watched play out in this thing called life, in this movie that I've been seeing and portraying and being the main character in. So that's what we gonna do. We gonna reflect on life. Got new gear that dropped. Creative Nation new gear that dropped. We got some new merch finna drop for Cre8trClub. Retire from the Street podcast finna finally pop off. We got a lot of stuff coming up, man, for the team and everybody around. We got some good news for Fly Air. If you know and you've been in tune with me for a while, you already know about Fly Air. So that's an old brand that we got some good news coming for that. Like, a lot been going on, man. My family, a little bro I got a niece, as y'all know. I done put her in some of my newest content. So that's like my joy right now, man. My niece, I've seen her grow up and just really having like the first new generation kid in the family is like crazy. And then now I got friends who I ain't gonna let the cat out of the bag on here yet, but it's a lot of big announcements that just this shit crazy. Like I'm a nigga really 30 right now. That's how I kind of look at it. All the announcements that been going on and all the new additions to my life is definitely that point of like, damn, you really 30, bro. Little cousins and shit, all the kids growing up, getting old, nigga getting old, man. But I'm still young as hell. Still feel 15, 16. Shit a lot, man. It'd be a lot. But all in all, nigga wake up in the morning, we blessed, still here. That's all that matters. So, yeah. Welcome back to the Cre8trClub podcast. We in here cooking up heat, non-stop working, getting to this money, man. Taking care of the family, doing what we can to help our friends, family, supporting each other, and just locked in. Still reading books. That ain't gonna never stop. I ain't been as heavy on my book shit as I supposed to be. So I'm trying to shake back. But yeah, this the book I'm in right now, this 3 Magic Word book. And now I'm trying to get back on that and just back on my gaming tip and just balancing it all out for this year. And just really having fun with it all, bro. That's why I put my PSP out. I'm like, bro, I got this vintage shit, Nintendo 64s and PlayStations in the lab, in the closet collecting dust. I need to pull it out, start back using it. So this all the shit I wanted as a kid, man. I'm just reliving my youth. That's what we do it for. Run that bag up so you can relive your childhood. Not saying I'm rich or nothing, but I'm just in the process of it. I ain't waiting. I'm going to go ahead and live how I want to live now. And then when we get where we going, you know, it's going to always be another step. So it ain't never really just no end game to it. It's just a journey until the journey over. And, you know, hopefully that's a long time. We going to ride on that. Keep pushing. But, yeah, I got some dope questions that my Creator Nation community was asking, and just, you know, questions from all different platforms. We're going to answer those questions today. Going to keep chopping up this game. I'm going to come up out this jacket, man. Got the OG varsity jacket on now. Think the varsity wave about to die down. I might not be dropping no more jackets. You should have got in on this wave when I first started dropping them, because it's finna warm up. So we about to switch up the swag a little bit. I'm gonna still drop some dope pieces, but you know, if you ain't get in on these jackets and all these pieces that dropped in this fall and winter, bro, you missed out. Like Creator Nation, we went crazy. For the Cre8trClub merch, the merch will always be available. So y'all ain't got to really worry about the Cre8trClub merch. Like that shit gonna always be around, always for sale. We're gonna kind of keep it simple with that merch. Ain't no telling where it may go, but for now, Creator Nation, we dropping heat. All the bros starting to come back outside and drop heat. So I'm gonna be promoting a lot of their brands and a lot of them on the wall. And yeah, that's what it is, man. Shout out all my bros on the wall. Shout out all the legends on the wall. Cre8trClub podcast, Sure Life, Sure World, Humble Hustler. Even the ones that's not around no more, they just legendary to this, what we've been doing and just creating in this lab. So Retired from the Streets, Woza Brand, Creator Nation, Iconic. A few of these people gonna be featured on here on episodes soon. We just getting the timing right. And yeah, man, we in here. Cre8trClub. It feel good to be back to work. The birthday is over. Like I said, every day our birthday, but you know, the iconic 30th is over, man. They had me belly dancing and all type of shit. But we in here, man. Let's see what we can cook up, and let's get to these questions in a second that I got on this iPad, because I got some heat. I ain't gonna lie, y'all been on nigga back with the questions. I ain't even realize it was gonna be this many coming back. We gonna cook something up though. We gonna see what I got, the type of topics we could touch on today. Keep pushing, keep rocking, and cut through this episode kind of quick, because it is 5 in the morning. I got the videos running in here. So if you see me looking up to my right, man, I got music videos and shit running. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. It's time. Real questions for real people, real life. Know what I mean? I'm hungry as hell. It's 5 in the morning. I sleep, need some breakfast. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold the night up. We're gonna get into it. Well, it's really the morning, not even the night. We're gonna get into these questions. I'm gonna come out this jacket. And yeah, we're gonna keep pushing. Cre8trClub, welcome back all the members of the family. Everybody who are part of the Cre8trClub, everybody that watch, tune in, listen to it on the SoundCloud, watch it on the YouTube, on the website, Instagram clips, all that. Y'all are part of the Cre8trClub. And yeah, we here to stay, man. We here to keep pushing it. We're going to see where it take us. We only 2 months in this year. February the I can't even keep up with the dates. I've been going so crazy. February 27th, man, that's crazy. But yeah, February 27th. Let's see what we got on this iPad for these questions. First, hold on, man, it's hot as hell. Let me take this jacket off in here. Look, I'm about to drop the iPad and everything. Hold up. Don't edit the note. Drop that down. Alright, bet. Let me change the mic situation up. Switch it up in here, y'all. Hold on. Gotta switch it up. Oh, shit. Drop my jacket. You're gonna sit this off to the side, up under that dirty bird. That Jamal Anderson. Switch it up. Switch it up right quick. Get my mic back right. Need this turned to the side though, cause I don't got time for it to keep rubbing my neck. Gotta be A1 in here, man. Get comfortable in here. Feel good to be back. iPad really low key dead, but it's all good. We ain't even tripping. We gonna make it happen. Get these questions knocked out, man. What we got on here today? We in here reflecting on life. 30 years of age. The pandemic is finally over. Like, I feel like the pandemic just ended. Like, it ain't been over, bro. It just ended. We about to get a new president, or, we don't know how this gonna go, but, new election up. 4 years later, I feel like it's just over. Everybody kind of just coming back to reality. And yeah, man, it's just been a hell of a, from the 99 to 2000, like goddamn Juvenile said, it's been hell. Like, it's been beautiful, crazy, wild, happy, angry, goddamn sad. Everything, every emotion you can think of, it's been one of those type of lives for the past 20 years and just probably forever. Like I said, everybody done experienced different crazy shit and different just wild things in life throughout their lives. But overall, it's just a repeated cycle of now just the fact that everything we can see is online. So it's crazy, man, being able to see all this shit online. 15, 20 years of the internet is what's been the wild, insane part of life about all this. But yeah, man, this year I said I'm just focused on creating. I'm going to be doing a lot of reflecting, creating, enjoying this thing called life, having fun, documenting everything, and kind of trying to make sure that we tell our own story. So that's my main concern this year. Like, everybody around me, I want us to be able to tell our own story, because shit, we only getting older, so it's going to come a point where who you want to tell your story. I want to tell my own story, so that's why I want to document my own life and write books and all that eventually. Like, I ain't got to do it all at one time, but just at least get the ball started, and then I can always pivot and come back to doing whatever it is that I'm trying to do and complete it as time go on, and as you grow through life. So as we grow through life, I'm just trying to document my own life, tell my own story, always reflect and have gratitude, and just stay on point, man, out here. Stay on point and just push through this thing until the end of the road, like till the ride is over, till the journey come to an end. And that's what it's all about, really. Just, your perspective on life, trying to have a good perspective on life, staying as happy as possible, as joyous as possible, and just focused, and just really just grinding through this thing, because it's going to be ups and downs. It's going to be bad days. It's going to be good days. Really, as long as you wake up, it ain't no bad day. But no matter how we look at it, some days you just going to have days you ain't feeling it. Your body might just not be feeling it. It go like that sometimes. So overall, life is great. That's what I'm here to say. Being 30, born in 94, 2024, life is great. I can't complain at all. Like, where I'm at now, it's definitely been manifested, and where I'm going is going to continue to be manifested. And, I definitely attracted everything that I kind of got going on right now. And, I've accepted responsibility and took accountability for all the decisions I've made up until this far. And I'm just, from here, I'm feeling like it's just a rebirth and a fresh start, being 30. And I'm just starting from here. And I feel like everything is just starting to take off. And I'm in that point of like, damn, this is what it looked like right before the big break, and right before the Jordan moment happened, and the Kobe moment happened, and you just go crazy, and everybody like, damn, brother. And I remember when bro was grinding. I remember when bro just was still at the bottom trying to sell his shirts or sell his clothes or print clothes for people or whatever it is that they remember me from. Shit, some people remember me from a child selling CDs. So it's like just a a good feeling of rebirth and refreshing and a renewal of everything, like rebranding the brands, rebranding my life, rebranding the friends around me, re-networking, just setting up all new shit and reviving old shit that need to be revived that's worth it and valuable to me. And we just gonna push, man. We're gonna keep going. But like I said, we're gonna jump into these questions. I ain't gonna keep rambling. We're gonna keep going and keep pushing it. And that's what it is. I got about 7 or 8 questions on here, I think, that I took out of about a fucking list of like 20, 30 questions that I had just from birthday break or whatever. We're gonna jump into it, man. Let's get into it. I ain't gonna keep talking about it. First question: what drives me to keep going after being an entrepreneur for so long? Damn, that's a good one right now. I would say I think it's always something new there for me. Like for me personally, it's always something new when it comes to entrepreneurship and having a brand. Like I can always reinvent myself. I can always revamp the brand, rebrand, come back with some new ideas, or act on ideas that I had in the past that I didn't think was, they may have been good ideas at the time, and then I might have lost steam on it, or like, nah, I'm cool on it, and then double back and be like, damn, actually, let me just get this a try. It might work now. It might be the timing was just off. So it's always something to kind of go back to or just get a new feel for. Like shit, I learn new stuff over time, and then I take that new knowledge and take it with the old brand and revamp it. And then also with my brand, like with the initial brand that I started, I feel like you'll never really, if you're a true entrepreneur, it's in your nature, bro. Like you'll never really lose that spark of wanting to create and build something new. And then you'll always kind of piggyback off your initial brand to get you started. Like once you build that first one, it just become a thing. Like it become natural to you. It's just your human nature. It's like now a lot of my brands are birthed off of the first brand that I created. So I started with a print brand that led into me printing for other people and all type of stuff like that. And then I ended up having my own brand that I print and a clothing brand of my own. So now I got my own clothing brand and I got the print brand, which is separate from that. Then now I got the Cre8trClub. So I got Heatwave Creations, which is the print brand. Creator Nation, which is the clothing brand and the YouTube community that I created for just creatives and like-minded people to link up and talk and just share thoughts and stuff like that. And then we got the Cre8trClub podcast, which is this new thing that's just birthed off of all of that. So all of this is birthed off of one thing, but all of it is still new and it all coexists. And now it make it easy for me to run everything and kind of mash it all up, because what I use the podcast for helped me promote for the clothing brand, the print brand, and then me printing this stuff helped me utilize the services and all of my skills for printing to make the other brands become come to life or whatever. So it's like the printing is what brought everything to life, because I can print my pillows, I can print my cups, I can print and market myself and advertise, I can graphic design and design advertisements and stuff like that. Learning how to film and all of that is all birthed from the print brand. And just, I don't really even want to call it a print brand, because it really ain't a print brand, but it's more so like just an all-in-one, like graphic design, print, videography, photography. It's all in one, and it's just gonna grow and be bigger than that. So it's always something new there, man. That's what I feel like as a whole, to answer that question. Like it's just always something new there. And if you're a true entrepreneur, it's in your nature. You can't help it. You're just gonna create new stuff all the time. You're just gonna wake up and want to try something different. You're gonna want to wake up and today, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna try something totally different. I'm not even gonna do what I normally do. Like it's just in our nature to create and build. And sometimes we just start from scratch, or like I said, we just piggyback off of stuff that we already had out there. So what keep me going is just knowing that it's always something there, like something new or something that can be touched up or fixed or revamped. So yeah, that's kind of what keep me going as an entrepreneur, man, to answer that question. And yeah, we're going to keep this ball rolling. I think the iPad done died, so we're going to switch it up to the phone. That's why you got to have 2-3 phones and hella devices. But we in here, we in the Cre8trClub studio, cooking up, knocking these questions out. 5, 6 in the morning, the work don't stop, the grind don't stop. That's what it is, man. Let's see, we on to the next question. We're going to keep it pushing. Yeah, man. Thank the big creator. That's what the shirt say. I got this cream and beige Creator Nation tee on. We pushing. This is one of the new releases too. Y'all got to go get that. But let's see what the next question is. We're going to keep the ball rolling. It say, do I have any tips on growing a small t-shirt printing brand from home, or t-shirt printing business rather, from home? And yeah, I got hella tips for starting out, especially from home, like on a small scale. Like my main advice for starting out a t-shirt print business from home is really just don't compare yourself to no other print shops and what other people are doing, no other crafters, t-shirt print companies, and don't get caught up on all of the equipment and what you can't do, because that's where I kind of went wrong at in the beginning, like trying to do too much and wanting to do too much and not just solely focusing on what I can do now and what I'm good at. Like that's where you're gonna go wrong at, because there's so much in the print industry, like so many different styles of printing. And as a printer, you're gonna get orders. Like once your client base, like that's where it get kind of confusing when your client base go to growing and you just say your phone ring, you getting calls for all style printing, but you feel like you can't do everything. So basically, like you getting calls for DTG, DTF, or embroidery, but you don't have an embroidery machine yet. So that be the stuff that kind of like played on my mindset a lot, because I'm like, damn, I'm getting so many calls for all this different stuff and I can't even do it. So I'm feeling like I'm missing money, and I'm trying to figure out, how can I get this? I got to hurry up and get this better equipment. I got to hurry up and level up and do this. But really, I'm like, nah, I got to a point where I'm like, let me just lock down what I'm doing. And, I see I got potential in those other spaces, but I still got to learn. When I get that equipment, I'm still going to have to learn how to use it. I'm still going to have to, it's going to be a learning curve there. And I'm still going to have to just get my wings before I can really fly when it comes to all of that. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't tripping. I'm going to focus on vinyl first. And then I'm going to focus on sublimation print. And then I'm going to focus on DTF when I get there. And then as I grow and learn the game and figure out different ways, I realize I don't even need all the equipment in the beginning, or I may not even need everything that I need. And now I can outsource and I can get transfers. And I see it's more to it than just trying to have the best equipment and just trying to, really kind of compare myself and compete with others that's been in it before me, or I don't really know their journey and how they was even able to get where they at and get the equipment and stuff that they got, or why they getting so many orders. So my main thing would be not to compare yourself to others. Don't get caught up on what other people are doing. Focus on your craft, focus on your strong points, realize what you're weak at, and figure out how you can get stronger at that. And yeah, just get started, man. You can start out with the cheapest print equipment, and long as it's get the job done and you can see that it's quality there, and your quality in the work, it shows in the work. Like when people buy your like I said, I had a regular, and people buy your printing, say like you get your first couple orders and they buying them and it's lasting. That's what's gonna matter, the main thing. Like long as your stuff lasting, good teas is lasting for your clients, ain't nothing peeling off. So I just tried to focus on quality when I started out and making stuff last, and then providing the best customer experience that I can, and doing things that I know they didn't do for me when I started out. Like I tried to offer way more than my competitors would offer, even though I didn't try to really focus on what they were doing. But I still would go check it out. Like, okay, this is what they doing. What can I do as a small company or small brand to really set me apart? Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna offer tags, because I know most clients ain't gonna get that everywhere else. So I'm gonna offer tags with my shirts for everybody free, and it ain't gonna really cost me much, because I know I can knock it out, design it, print it, and do it, and it ain't gonna be that much work on me if I want to go this extra mile and get these orders. So yeah, man, it's real simple. When you really want something, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna do whatever it takes to make that dream reality, and make it come to life. So if you really want it, you're gonna figure out what it is you gotta do to make that brand successful. And if you're having fun with it, it's gonna be easy to grow, because you ain't gonna look at it like you wasting no time, or it's taking you too long, or you ain't gonna be in no rush. You're just gonna be enjoying the moment and enjoying the fun. So that's what I would say when it comes to that. Like tips for starting out: just don't get hung up on having all the equipment in the beginning. Get started, get you some basic equipment to start out, get the orders, and let it pay for what you're trying to get in the end, and all of the expensive equipment and the better stuff. And then just start somewhere, bro. Start somewhere. Don't compare yourself to other people. Focus on what you're good at. Focus on your strengths. Realize what you're weak at. Get stronger in those points, and just always be open to learning, and use YouTube and Google and all these platforms to your best ability, man. Don't be caught up on not paying attention to your surroundings and your peers and what other people are doing as far as learning from them. But you don't have to compare yourself on their journey, because their journey is different from your journey. So That's all I would say. Just get started. Don't be afraid to get some of the low end costed equipment and stuff. And just I started with the cheapest heat press I could find, cheapest vinyl cutter setup I can find, and ever since then I've been running, and that's what it is. And I'm almost about to delete the notes, clicking on the phone. But yeah, we're gonna keep this show rolling. We're gonna jump into the next question and keep pushing in the studio tonight, man, so I can get on up out here. I keep saying nighttime, but it's morning. It's 5, 6 in the morning. We cooking, you know what I'm saying? That's how I go. It don't stop. But let's see where we at with it. Check these questions on off the list. I ain't gonna answer all of them tonight, but I definitely got about a good 6 or 7 piece to answer for y'all. And the iPad don't die. I need to put it on the charger right quick. Hold on. Put this on the charger now, so it can go on and come back on. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what we got next, man. They say, where do you look for inspiration and motivation when coming up with designs for your clothing brand? I really just get a lot of my inspiration from life, just living, just world, just going out into the world. But mainly, like, I get a lot of inspiration from movies, music, and books. For real. Like, I think that's where I get most of my inspiration from, like movies, music, and books. I probably get movies and music more than anything. And then a lot of I get for books, though, because I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of quotes and stuff I see in books that I jot down, or sayings or passages that I may like put down in my notes, and I get good inspiration for fashion and stuff, and I don't know, I just get a boost out of reading and stuff. So I get a lot of my inspiration and motivation from the books I be reading, the music that I'm listening to in the times, what's kind of influencing what's going on in the world. The movies I watch, I got like specific movies that I watch when I need to get uplifted and catch a vibe. And sometimes I just go on like a new movie hunt and try to find new movies to watch. Or I get on some nostalgic shit and go ahead and go back to the old days and watch like some old vintage movies, like some of my favorite movies. And it just put me in that mode. Like if I'm finna cook up some heat or something, I go in and cut on the music and stuff like that and just vibe out. And smoke some sometimes. It depends. Sometimes I don't need to smoke. Sometimes I do. Just depends on the vibe. Being in the Cre8trClub studio in the lab, cooking up gear, that's a good vibe. I ain't gonna lie. Like I get a lot of my inspiration from just being in this room right here. Like all the legends on the wall, watching TV, stuff like that. Got the light and the setting just right, chilling, vibed out, man. I get a lot of my inspiration from that. But yeah, mainly movies, music, TV, and then just the world, going out into the world, family, going through stuff like that. But I ain't gonna lie, I do watch a lot of movies. I'm a movie connoisseur, if you don't know. That's why I be asking the questions about one album, one movie, and one book. I do read a lot of books, but I watch a lot of movies, and I listen to a lot of good music. And I'm definitely a music and movie connoisseur, and I'm becoming a book connoisseur the more and more I read. So yeah, man, I get a lot of my inspiration from them books, stuff like that, and just family and just life in general, bro. I just be living life, and people online. I see stuff online. I see pictures. I see videos. I see other brands. I don't just be tuned in to people brands and stuff like that. But when I catch inspiration from stuff sometimes, and I put my spin on it, and do what I can to make it my own, but also pay homage. And then if it's any like OG shit from back in the day, I pay homage when I get inspiration from them, like the Kanye's and the Pharrells and stuff like that when it comes to fashion. But all in all, like, I just get inspiration from life, man. You just gotta live a life to actually create life. I guess you could say create life and create abundance and just create positive energy and create art in general. Like to create art, you gotta live a life. Because if you ain't seen nothing, heard nothing, felt nothing, then you ain't really got nothing to create from. But once you done been out here and experienced some life as a whole, then you got stuff you can create from. You got things you can pull from to create your art and portray this movie that you playing out as a main character out here in this life. Because I just feel like everybody's life is a movie. All our lives is just as lit as the celebrities that we look into and love so much. A lot of people be looking at these celebrities and stuff, and they don't be thinking that their lives is just as lit, bro. But I feel like everybody's life just as lit. Everybody's life a movie. Everybody got a story to tell. So you just got to get out here and tell your story and enjoy this thing called life and make it fun and entertaining. Entertain yourself, entertain the world, entertain the people. Because the story going to be told one day of who you was. So who you want to tell the story, you or you want them to tell it, and them can be anybody. Like, I don't know. You don't know who you're going to end up telling the story once you're gone. So I'm just documenting this thing, man, creating all this content and just trying to win out here in my own right, staying focused. And yeah, like, that's really what it is. Like, you just got to enjoy this thing, bro. So I get inspiration from everywhere, and I get my main inspiration from just living as a whole. And that's what it is, like traveling and everything I can do to have a peace of mind and a good energy. So yeah, we're going to keep this ball rolling. That's the third question on the list. We ain't got nothing but like a 6-piece today. I'm not finna be in here with y'all all night. We ain't even doing it. I gotta get back to it. I got so much to cook up. I gotta get out of birthday mode and get back into that grind mode. Let me check that on off so we can keep this show on the road. 3 Magic Words, man. This the book that we in. The 3 Magic Words. If you need a good book to read right now, 3 Magic Words is a good book. I mean, the title itself kind of is self-explanatory. 3 Magic Words. So this book is basically going to tell you what the 3 magic words is and give you a good code of ethics to live by, and kind of, you can, if you can gravitate to it, and, the perspective is like conducive to your life and what you got going on, and of value, then, it's a good book. It's by, I don't want to say the name wrong, so I ain't going to say this name, man. I'd just rather put it on screen because I feel like I'm going to say the name wrong, and I don't like pronouncing nobody's name wrong. No disrespect. So I'd rather just put it on screen. But 3 Magic Words. I know the last name is Anderson. And it could be Ewell S. Anderson, but I just don't know. I don't want to say it wrong. But yeah, it's a good book. I'm in it right now. I literally just started. It's still fresh. As y'all can see, that thing bending fresh. If you watching, you tuned in on YouTube or something like that. And it's like, what, how many chapters? Let me see. Oh, it's only 9 chapters. So it's a 9-chapter book. And it's definitely dope. And I'll give y'all the first 2 or 3 chapter titles, and then you got to go tap in with it yourself. So the first chapter is called The Lock, as in L-O-C-K, The Lock. The second chapter, which is one of my favorite words, and y'all know, if you know me, I got a piece that I be dropping called Life is an Illusion. And I put a lot of spin on the word illusion when I be dropping my gear. So the second chapter is Illusion. So this is definitely a dope book to me. It already got me hooked because that's the chapter that I'm on now. And the third chapter is Mind. So like your mind. So them just the first 3 chapters. I'm not telling y'all all 9. You got to go get the book. 3 Magic Words. I got it off Amazon. I can't remember what it cost, but on the back of it, do it got the price? Nah, sometimes they be having the price on the back. It might be on the back page. Hold on. Before I move too fast. Hold on. Let's see, they got a price on the back or something like that. I can tell y'all what it costs. So I don't remember. I bought it a while ago. Nah, it ain't no price in here, but 3 Magic Words, man. Pull it up on Amazon. You can get the price. It ain't that expensive. It can't be no more than $20. It was probably like $15 or something like that. But yeah, we're going to keep the ball rolling. We're going to get back into these questions. I just had to throw that in there. That's a good book to check out so far, at least to me. Like I said, I'm on the second chapter. So far, it's been good. I kind of skimmed through. I don't always read books all the way through. But from what I've already taken good things from it, just out of the first 2 chapters already, because I'm going into the 3rd chapter. So we really will be reading it together if you go in and buy it right away after watching this or listening to this podcast. But yeah, we're going to keep going, man. Next question. They said, do you think websites are becoming a thing of the past? That's a good one. I ain't going to lie. I've been questioning that myself. Like, I got websites for all my brands, and I think I'm going to forever have a website. But, a lot of these youngsters and new businesses don't be having websites. I've been peeping it. Like, some people don't be having websites. So, I don't know. It may be coming a thing of the past. The further along we get with being able to shop on social media platforms and stuff like that without having to go to people's websites, they may phase out eventually. I don't see it phasing out right now. But overall, like, people do business now without websites. Like, they get booked straight through Instagram, straight through Facebook. Now you can shop directly through YouTube, but some of those platforms still require you to have a website to connect your like shopping centers and all of that. So I feel like websites will always still be there for like traditional use and just like a home base website, but just for actually shopping and stuff, a lot of people don't got the attention span to actually go to people's websites and stuff now. So people be the quickest way they can buy stuff and shop. If you got like a e-commerce brand, I think you can do without them nowadays because people be want to buy right then. So if you posting your stuff on Instagram and that's what you promoting on, it's going to be best to have your stuff to be able to be bought right there on Instagram, because people ain't trying to leave the site, sign up, shop, go through the guest checkout and all that when they can just cash out right there. So I don't know, man. It could phase out eventually. Right now, I think websites are still in. I'ma always have me a home-based website. I think it's just professional to have one, and it's always dope to have your own platform. Because what if Instagram or something shut down? What you gonna do then? You ain't got nowhere to be found no more. People Googling you, and you ain't on the gram, and now you ain't on Google, or you don't got your own site. So I don't think they'll never truly phase all the way out. I just think the younger generation, that's starting to shop more online and stuff now, they just kind of, they short attention span. Not even just the young generation, all of us, because we be on Instagram and everything is just a minute, 60 seconds, 30-second videos. Everything's so short. We be quick to just, I need to check out right quick. I ain't trying, I just want to buy it and be done with it. Like, I ain't trying to, damn near don't even read. That's why people don't read no terms. Or people don't read nothing. They just cash out. That's why a lot of motherfuckers get scammed so quick, because they ain't even caring no more, man. They just trying to do shit quick and don't got no patience and no time to just breathe and read and take your time, bro. It shouldn't be that hard to go to a site and check out, as long as they got a good process. So I think it's just attention span is short, and if you got a website with a decent checkout process, if you're trying to get orders, or if it's a fluid website and it runs smooth and it's not loading slow, I think you good. But for the most part, it could eventually phase out, because people don't have the attention span that they used to, and they just want to shop till they drop, but they want to do it fast, and they don't want to leave apps. They really just want to stay on the app that they own. Like, if you got people who, they love Facebook, they own Facebook, they want to do everything on Facebook. They want to shop on Facebook Marketplace. They want to message and chat on Facebook. They want to post on Facebook. They watch all the videos and stuff that they come across. It got to hit Facebook first before they see it. And the same thing with Instagram, and the same thing with YouTube as it grow. Like, now that you can shop on YouTube, people on there posting, creating posts, creating shorts, creating videos. You can sell merch, buy merch. Like, you can sell subscriptions. So everything is like, whatever platform they love the most, that's what they're going to be on the most. So you just got to take advantage of that too, but still have a website, man. I think we all should still have a website, I would say. But all in all, that's my opinion on it. I don't know. I don't think they phasing out completely, but it could be a day coming that we don't have websites no more. No more www. Man. Straight Instagram and Facebook and social media platforms, TikTok. But let's keep this ball rolling. We knocking these questions out one by one. We only got like 2 more. 6, 7 in the morning. I don't even know. It's 6 on the dot. Actually, 6 in the morning. Yeah, we're going to keep it rolling. On to the next question. Which part do you enjoy more of the print and design process, printing or graphic design? So which part do I enjoy more when it comes to printing and designing in general? I don't know, man. I don't think I like either one more than the other. Like, I enjoy printing just as much as I like designing. But I guess I could say I like designing more, because design is like the real birth of it. Like, I wouldn't have nothing to print if I didn't design. So the graphic design process, I think I like a lot more, man, because it's just like, it's starting your head, and then you bring it to screen on Illustrator or Photoshop or Canva or whatever the hell you use. I use Illustrator and Photoshop, and yeah, it's like having that design in your head and just bringing it to life on screen, and then physically printing it. Like, I like the whole process equally, but like I said, you can't even start the printing process without having design. So the design is more important, because without the design, there's nothing to print. So yeah, I think I would say I like the design process more, but when it all said and done, I just enjoy the whole process of it. Like, the whole start from scratch. Like, it's like I got this thought in my head, like this shirt. It was a design idea I had in my head. Then eventually, I was like, you know what, let me try to design something in Photoshop. Came up with found a font that I like, put the design together, put it on the mock-up on the tee. It came to life, and it just, like, seeing that whole process come to fruition is like the dopest part about it. So I think I like all of it evenly, man. But like I said, you don't got no printing without the design part of it. So you gotta love the graphic design process of it. And yeah, like I said, my design is a little unorthodox. So I get designs from all type of stuff. Like, in my most recent release, I got some of the graphic pictures that I got on there. Them designs came from me just riding around in traffic and taking pictures in the whip. And then I just end up using the pictures and turning them up a little bit for my release. So like I said, the way I design is not like just solely on the computer. So the process of it is not just one way. It's like I design, just be riding. I could be riding and see something out and be like, damn, it's a good sunset. Let me get this picture. I'm gonna use this on the shirt down the line or a hoodie or whatever. But without the design, you can't print nothing. So I love the design more, I guess I'll have to say. to answer that question, to sum it all up, we're gonna keep the ball rolling, man. Printing and designing is fun. If you want to get into it, man, take my word on it. It's lit. I ain't gonna lie. I have fun doing this every day, like just bringing stuff to life. You never get tired of it. But we're gonna keep the ball rolling. That's what we're gonna do. Sum up these questions. I still got like 3-4 more to go, and then we're gonna get up out of here for the morning and get ready to eat some breakfast and get this day started, man. It's a Tuesday, I think. Is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday? Damn, it's Tuesday. I gotta gotta lay off the peyote. Nah, but let's see where we at with it, man. Say, what cameras and programs do you use to edit your video content? I really just use my phone, for real, for real. Like, I got 3 phones. I got the one that I film most of the episodes on YouTube with. I got the extra backup phone, the extra phone. Got an iPad. Like, I really use what's around, but for the most part, I use my 14 Pro Max that I get most of the content filmed and stuff with, like that. And then, of course, I got my mics and all that. But I do got a Canon M5 mirrorless camera that I use as well for certain angles. So I got a camera that I supposed to use often, but I use the phone because it's easier for me to, instead of having to bounce the files from that camera to the phone, I can have it all the files in the camera already or whatever, and then I'm good to go. Like, damn, I almost deleted a note, but yeah, I can have all the files already in the phone, and I can just use Splice or iMovie or whatever I feel like using to edit at the time. Lately, I've been using Splice because Splice is a good editing software. That's how I did the green screen edits and all that on my YouTube channel, and that's how I've been editing, throwing everything together kind of quick without tripping. And I think I want to say, did I buy the pro version? I gotta have the pro version because I be editing some long ass videos in Splice, and it is real dope. So I use more than one software when it comes to my editing my content. I use iMovie, I use Splice, I use CapCut on the phone. I got Vegas Pro on my Windows computer, of course, and I got Final Cut. I got Final Cut on the MacBook. So I really just use whatever I feel like using at the time, whatever best for the job. But lately I've been using iMovie and Splice on the phone editing all my content. So that's what I would say helped me. I like to kind of use the phone. It's quick. I don't got to transfer no files. I film in 4K, 60 frames per second, and they come out dope. And even if I have to 0.5 it, it still come out clear. And I'm just making it work. And then we're going to get better equipment with time. Like I said, we ain't getting hung up on that. But yeah, when it comes to that camera equipment, that's what I do. That's what I use. And I got a few tripods that just hold me down. And then, you know, sometimes I got people around to help me film and all that. And sometimes I don't. But for the most part, we're going to get it done. That's all that matters. And we're going to keep this ball rolling and keep these questions flowing, man. See where we at with it. Where we at with it. Where we at with it. Let's see. Oh, damn, that's a good one. For real, for real. How old were I? That shit sounds so stupid. I ain't gonna lie. How old were you when you realized you was an entrepreneur or wanted to be an entrepreneur? So basically, how old was I when I realized I was an entrepreneur or when I wanted to be one? And I'll say, since I was a little shawty, nah. But I'm trying to think. I've been one since I was like 8 or 9. I can say I was selling CDs in like 8 or something like that. So I guess that's when I can say, I ain't realized it then though, cause I just was doing some shit. When I realized it, when I was probably like high school, it had to be in high school, like 9th or 10th grade. I realized it. That's when I started saying like, I'm gonna do something different. I ain't gonna hoop. I ain't gonna rap. I mean, I rapped a little bit, so I kind of went against that. But I was like, I ain't gonna be no rapper or no hooper. Most likely, I'm gonna own a business, and I'm gonna try to be successful by owning me like a successful business and a bunch of businesses and invest and stuff like that. So I already had my mind made up in like business class in like 9th or 10th grade. I realized like, all right, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. I didn't know that's what it was called then though. I just was like, I know I'm gonna own a business. I know I'm gonna be real successful. And then, you know, everybody had that thing that they be saying like, when I come back to the school reunion 10 years from now, I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be done leveled up. I'm gonna have my wife, kids, all this shit. So it was some of that. Like, I'm gonna do this. I had a chip on my shoulder and something to prove to people. And I just felt like I had something to prove to myself. So back in like high school, I realized I was an entrepreneur and this is what I wanted to do. And I wanted to have a business and do something like that. And at that point, I was creating like social media websites, uh, YouTube, like, what would you call it? I guess like YouTube SEO websites, and trying to help people like build websites and help people build up their YouTube platform and social media, target marketing, and just all type of shit with social media marketing. That's what I meant to say, SMM. So I was doing that type of stuff. And then I also was trying to launch my own social media platform, all while filming on YouTube and creating content back then, which was probably like 2010 or '09, 2010, something like that. So yeah, man. Uh, I realized it back in like high school, but I always had it in me since I was in like probably like sixth grade or something like that. Fifth grade, no, fifth or fourth grade, I had it in me. Like since like fourth, fifth grade, I've been had the hustle in me. I've been selling CDs, making them out of Windows Movie Maker on the computer, and just the grind started back then. Like I always had it in me because my dad, them hustlers, everybody hustles around me. Mom and them had jobs. Like people, everybody was always doing something. It wasn't no being lazy and not doing it. So yeah, I would say high school is when I really realized it, man. And then it got real from there, and it's been owning, cracking ever since, man. We've been running ever since. But yeah, we're gonna keep pushing, keep these some good questions. I ain't gonna lie, I picked the crazy bunch out the list this time, man. We ain't got number like two more. But we gonna keep this show rolling. You know what I'm saying? Cre8trClub podcast. I'm getting better with this shit. I'm starting to age like fine wine. I don't look my age. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, and I'm gonna get better with time, and it's gonna get better. And I'm actually gonna do more guest episodes too. But I like doing it by myself. I get better with it doing it like this, and I'm getting more comfortable, and it just grow and it's just growth. That's all it's really about, staying consistent and growth. So I ain't gonna lie, it's getting easier and easier. We doing it in the mornings. I gotta start getting my timing better, but for the most part, y'all witnessing this freestyle shit, and that's what it is, man. We're gonna keep running, and I'm gonna keep answering these questions and keep letting everybody interact, and that's the whole goal for it, to get to a point where I'm interacting with more people, linking with more people. There's more people involved, and yeah, just seeing where it take us. All in all, shit, 3 to 5 years from now, who knows where we gonna be. But we're gonna keep running. We're gonna answer these last two questions, and I'm gonna get ready to eat and get my day started, because I don't know, I might need some coffee or something, a Red Bull, to get me going through this day. But let's see where we at with it on the list of these. Shit, it ended up damn near being like 10 questions. Let's see. From your personal life experience, what are 3 good characteristics to have as a person to take you far in life? So from my personal life experience, what would I say is 3 good characteristics to take anybody, I guess, as a people far in life? I would say having gratitude is a characteristic to have, being very grateful in life, being patient, having patience is a characteristic you want to have as a person more than anything. Patience, gratitude, and I guess humility. That's what I would say. Humility in life. Like, you're gonna need those 3 characteristics to take you far. You're gonna always want to have humility for people in life, other humans, you know what I mean? Just situations and stuff. Like, everybody go through things. Everybody got their own stuff going on in their head, you know what I mean? You just never know what a person done been through, what other people see, how they see life, what's their perspective. So, having humility and your own perspective on life is one big thing, I would say, that you definitely want to have. And then, of course, gratitude more than all. Like, you got to be grateful just for being here, breathing this fresh air every day, and just waking up in a world full of, citizens, I guess you could say, or just humans and people that, didn't wake up for the next day. For every day that we wake up, somebody didn't wake up. So having gratitude for that, and just gratitude for just life in general, and nature and people, and just being able to see and learn and just walk this earth, man. You want to have gratitude. And yeah, what I said, humility, gratitude, and patience. Definitely you want to have patience, because you're going to need patience to get through life. Like, bro, patience is a must, man. Without patience, I don't think nobody, you can't really make it through life, because that's one of the biggest things. Like, we get rushed through a lot of this stuff, and we also rush ourselves through a lot of this stuff, just being caught up on trying to grow up too fast. I know me personally, I was trying to grow up too fast, trying to move out my mama's house too fast, it was wild, man, trying to move out at 18 because I want to have girls and I want to smoke and I want to do all type of different shit on my own, and I want to, just thinking I want to be out there and thinking I want to just not listen, and just realizing like, bro, now looking back, like, bro, I was tripping. I should have slowed my ass down. I'm trying to move out all quick and shit. Done hindered me in a way, in life as I got older and trying to navigate through business and entrepreneurship, and later on in life, like, them young mistakes cost me, stuff that I could have been well advanced on or prevailed on early. But now it's like, all right, I'm learning from that. I learned from it and I'm, moving along from it now. But I could have avoided so much shit just by slowing down in life and not trying to grow up too fast and trying to get out there and be grown, man. Because as kids, that's what we do. Like, we try to be grown and we don't want to listen to nobody. At a point, we get to that rebellious stage where we just want to go out and we got to go bump our heads and see. So I won't regret it, but I will say, like, growing up too fast definitely cost me when it comes to that. So patience is what you want to have. Gratitude is what you want to have. Humility is what you want to have. Them three great characteristics that's going to take you far in life. And I would say the furthest, especially gratitude. Like, being grateful is going to take you the furthest, bro. And then having patience is going to keep you out here and keep you lasting long to get to the end game, which is just to be old and have your grandkids if you want grandkids, and your family and your loved ones around you when you're about to leave up out of here, and to know that you left a legacy and lived the life worth living and experienced everything that you can and maxed out on this shit, man. That's what we got to do. We trying to max out on life. So all in all, I'm about to max out on life like I'm maxing out on this iPad. The battery's on 5%. And that's what it is. From my personal experience, I want to say humility, patience, gratefulness, gratitude. Be grateful. And yeah, I always show gratitude to the big creator. That's what I'm doing. Big creator on my shirt. That's what it say. The back of this shirt, I got it big on the back. We in the Cre8trClub studio. We always working. We always staying consistent. We always cooking up. 3 Magic Words is the book that I'm recommending right now. Go read that if you haven't read that. I feel like I look high as hell. I feel like I'm in here sleepy as hell, but I'm not, man. I'm just high off life. And yeah, that's what it is, man. The iPad actually made it through to end up finishing the last question. We got a lot going on. We got merch in here. I'm about to show some of the, well, I ain't got no merch actually. The Cre8trClub merch is not in here now that I'm thinking about it. Damn, I thought I had some. I got a shirt, but that ain't enough. But we're going to drop the white merch. And then we got some Creator Nation apparel in here that I'm going to show y'all from the most recent drop. We just dropped new gear. If you don't know, you know now. So I'm about to show y'all these pieces. We got the Jamal Anderson piece. We got a few pieces in here that just dropped. It's this last release, crazy. But yeah, man, showing y'all that for the YouTube. If you're listening, you better get your ass on YouTube, on Instagram or somewhere and check out this new apparel and shit that just dropped. And tap in with the family and get some of this stuff and use some of these discount codes. But we in here, cooking up. We about to get out of here. But before we get out of here, I got to show y'all this gear. And yeah, that's what it is, man. I had to just tap in, get back into my podcast bag, keep this ball rolling, keep the show on the road, answer some of these questions that's supposed to be answered. I'm in here smacking, mouth dry as hell. 6, 7 in the morning. What time it is? Real time, not Instagram real time. 6:39 in the morning, February 27th. That's what we doing. We podcast. And yeah, we staying consistent more than anything, man. We having gratitude, humility, and patience. Some of the best characteristics you can have, like I said. And yeah, we ain't comparing ourselves to other people unless it's in a positive way. And we focused. That's it, man. Staying focused and, documenting our lives, telling our own story this year and every year. And it should have been that way. If it ain't been that way, it's always been that way with me. I hate I wouldn't document more. I hate that I lost a lot of footage and content that I used to have back in the day. But it's all good. We're going to make it happen. We're going to start from where we at and start every day like the last or the day before, which is having a good day, speaking positive affirmations over our life. And yeah, that's what it is, man. Thank you, big creator. It's been another dope episode of the Cre8trClub podcast, a solo episode. I got some dope guests gonna come through, some of my family and my homies. And yeah, we got some big shit popping real soon.